Chào mừng anh chị đã quay trở lại với chương trình Bean Talks, nơi chúng tôi chia sẻ hai mặt hàng cà phê Robusta, cà phê Arabica và mặt hàng đậu tương. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay,
hello.
so as you shared to me, you are in Bảo Lộc, Lâm Đồng now, and you also have some the crop tour, the short crop tour to the coffee zone in Lâm Đồng. So could you share your experience to our audience?
Yeah. So I still saw some people, some farmers to drying. They dry the coffee.
Yeah.
Especially, I saw that around the city we call Duc Trong. I don't know if my pronunciation is correct. You know Duc Trong. This is where there is the airport near
Yeah,
Dalat.
yes. Okay.
So I saw still some farmers drying coffee on the floor over there.
Mm.
Then I went to some plantation in Lamha.
Mm.
And I think the harvest is apparently completely finished. I didn't see any cherries anymore.
Mm.
And some plantation they have blooming, flowering. The
Oh,
flower are
so
blooming
soon.
already.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
soon.
some of them I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Oh.
So it seems to be okay. Plantation in good shape. Of course, they got enough water this
Mm.
year, maybe even too much water. The weather in Lamdong is a bit still a bit cold in the morning and evening,
Mm. Mm.
and otherwise becomes very hot
Yes.
during the day.
Yes.
Yeah,
But overall, the production in Lâm so far so good for this crop, right? Mm.
yeah. I think for Robusta no problem, and Arabica, as you know, Arabica there is for a few years already there is
Yeah,
a trend.
the 10% compared to the Robusta
Yeah,
production, so no one care much about the Arabica in Vietnam.
yeah,
Okay, so good. Okay, let's go back to the chart now because this week, the last week, right? Yes, is a big dump for the Arabica. Nearly
correct. Let's start by
more
Arabica.
than 15%, more than 15% drop. So, but it's quite vice versa to the Robusta because Robusta it seems like it keeps the price very strong. So, what do you think about the both Arabica and Robusta now?
Yeah. So okay. So last week, you remember I told you I was bearish for Arabica, of course,
Yeah.
but I was still bullish for Robusta last month, last week. But now I change, of course. But still, Arabica is still bearish, and it's clear. How can you be bullish in these conditions, right?
Yes.
So it's still very bullish. Now the problem is for the traders who want to open a new position is to wonder if the market is oversold. That's the problem we have now. After
Mm.
such big sell-off, it's. I mean, you are in the downtrend, you are in the bearish trade, and you want to go longer. This is extremely dangerous. You want to go short now
Yeah.
after a big rally, after a big sell-off.
Yes.
So you might be in oversold
Oversold. Yes.
zone.
Mm.
Yeah, it's dangerous. So it's very tricky this kind of time, where we are. There was a sell-off already for almost 1 week. It's very tricky to take a trade,
Mm.
and so right now, yeah, I think part of the traders probably thinking that it's oversold, and other traders maybe think maybe still a chance to short. But those who want to start shorting now, it's a bit late, I think.
Mm.
It's very difficult to navigate this Arabica because personally, I figure out the down trade on uh, on the 14 Jan, 14 January. I figure out.
Yeah.
I thought that this market is bearish now,
Oh.
but from there, how can you trade properly? Look, if the next day there was a bull candle.
The next day, 14 January.
15 January was a,
15.
a
Yeah.
bull candle,
Yeah.
So then you start having a doubt about is
Mm-hmm.
it really
The
bearish?
trend. Yeah. Yes.
And
Correct.
if you took a short position at that day, you need to have a bit bigger stop loss.
Worry. Mm.
Okay, and it's not my case. I only work with 3 cents stop loss. So that day, when I figured out that the market was bearish, if I took a short, it would not be good. But the next day it was okay. The next day it was okay. 16 you could have taken a short, but only for 2 or 3 days. You can see it's very, 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 very short time. You can only short for 1 day, 2 days, maybe 3 or 4 maximum, and then there was a bear flag. Okay, and then the bear flag a bit longer. Usually in Arabica the bear flag is around three candles, sometimes maybe four. But here we have 5 candles. You have 5 candles, so you can be trapped. Imagine you start shorting here. You start shorting here or here. You imagine the big stop loss you need. So that's a bit, I mean, what I'm trying to explain to you is very difficult. Even you understand. Even I understood on 14 January that the market was in a bearish mode. It was extremely difficult to trade to trade the short until here, until that date, the 28th January. Then you have a very big candle. The market is down for 16 cents.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that day, of course, the next day you're wondering, after 16 cents down, can I still short? Is it too late? And it was good. It was good to short the next day, but because Arabica was already bearish. But I was not convinced when we talked together. But of course now it's a bearish market, and the same problem. We can see that a lot of supports have been broken. You can see these 3 support here. Yes. And usually 3 supports broken, it's a very, very high probability that the market is oversold. Yes. So usually I don't trade against the three support. There are 3 supports. You can see very clearly 3 supports have been broken. So usually but that's the same problem. So it means I don't want to go short, despite the market is bearish. I don't want to go short because of the 3 supports. So now, if you want to go long, in my opinion, if you want to go long in a bearish market, then you have to expect a flag. Okay.
Yes.
And if you expect a flag, you cannot trade the flag. We cannot trade a flag like we trade a trend. It's the same way. So the flag.
The coffee bean now is still the bearish trend, very, very
Yes.
clear. So
Yes.
how about the soybean? Because the soybean recently affected a lot by the Mr. Trump. Have you heard any news? Because we all know that the China commit to buy 12 million of ton of soybean, and at the end of January they done that deal, and after that Mr. Trump still want China buy more, at least more 8 million of soybean. That's why the
8 million.
market
Yes.
they fluctuate a lot according to the Mr. Trump tweet on Twitter. And
Yes,
so far,
but a lot of
I think the market now is still on the bullish trend. Very, very clear.
Yeah.
Like they change the direction. For last week, it just like the gradually increased. But thanks to Mr. Trump, he made the yes, the trend more clear, more sharp, and the price range is super wide. Even last Friday, you can see the candle bar here. The Friday, the the gap between the, you can see the S7. Yes, you can see the highest one and the lowest one. The fluctuate very, very high.
Yes.
But so far, you think are you staying with me? Like the market in still in the bullish?
Yeah, so I also think a lot of traders don't believe Trump, but now that's where is the discussion. Should they believe Trump or not? So yeah, so that's the point. But last week, you remember, I was still bullish. I was still bullish despite these three negative candles, and then I traded the flag. So I was bullish, but I traded the flag. It's what I just talked to you about in Robusta. So last week I shorted here on You can see on 29 January, I took a short position. Okay. And my short position was stop out here this week. Was stop out on Wednesday. Okay. So I made a mistake because when I talked to you the last podcast, I told you I'm trading a flag.
Yes.
But this flag was so beautiful. Just so beautiful, you know.
So now because I'm also watching the liquidity, the volume for the last 2 days is really high. You can you show the volume on the chart? Yes, especially
Yes.
for the contract in May and contract of July is main contract for the.
Yes. Can you see the volume?
Yeah. No, yes. Can you change to the yeah, although it's still nearly double and triple compared to the this day, right? In the past.
Yes.
Yes. So actually, I also based on some fundamental price, like when the price is over 1,100, it's very good price for the farmer to sell off, especially when the big crop from the Brazil is coming. So I think the farmer also sell a lot on the exchange, so they can fix the price for sell off. That's why,
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
that's why I saw in the Friday night the market change very quick when they reach out the highest after 3 months, and they change the direction very quick. So I think maybe the farmer go to the exchange sell off the to protect their crop first. Yeah.
Yes. Good price for them. You're right.
Yes, correct.
Very
Yeah,
good price.
yeah.
Yes.
Let's add some
Yeah.
point to that. So I think overall, yeah. So coffee bean bearish and soybean bullish, right? Yeah.
Yes. So I've been still bearish.
Mm.
So I've been still bearish, yeah, and bullish. Sorry. So I've been still bullish
Yes.
and bearish for coffee.
Coffee.
And today I will try to take a short position in soybean, despite I'm still bullish,
Yeah. Actually,
because
the
as you
same for
said, I
me.
think it's overbought. It's overbought, and I think maybe have a chance to have a flag. But as I told you, this time I think it's a flag, so I will not. I will not start believing too much in my short position if it's open. You know,
Yeah.
I will try to do a kind of scalping, so very short time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's send some wishes to our audience for the Tết holiday. Okay. Cảm ơn anh chị đã
Yeah.
lắng nghe chương trình Biên Talk và đồng hành cùng chúng tôi trong năm 2025. Kính chúc anh chị một năm mới 2026 nhiều niềm vui, giao dịch thuận lợi và đồng hành cùng với HAB Commodity Consulting cũng như là Biên Talk để cùng hành và lắng nghe những nhận định chia sẻ từ thị trường. Chúc anh Daniel một năm mới an khang thịnh vượng.
Chúc mừng năm mới.
Okay. Okay, I hang up the phone.